What's up, guys? It's Mark here at Dino Trading, coming at you with today's trading recap. You can see here it's a little bit after 12:30 p.m. on a lovely afternoon, and guys, I'm telling you, there is no better feeling in the world than wrapping up your technical analysis by lunchtime. Okay, I know a lot of you guys are spending 7 hours, 8 hours, even 10 hours a day looking at the charts, and I'm telling you, it's just not necessary. And in this video, I'm going to show you how it's entirely possible to limit your trading to just a couple hours a day. So let's get into it, folks. What you're seeing on the screen right now is my favorite symbol. This is the NASDAQ. Now, you guys know that you can trade the NAS on any asset class, whether you trade Forex, whether you trade futures, whether you trade stocks. The NAS is available to you, and don't let anybody tell you that you're limited. Okay? Every broker in the world will offer you the NAS on every asset class. But more importantly, folks, what you're seeing overlaid on top of this chart, okay, this green and red color band here, all right, this is our proprietary volume-based indicator that, in my humble opinion, I think does a phenomenal, and I mean world-class job potentially identifying the market direction. You guys know I'm a huge believer in trend. To me, there's nothing more important than the ability to identify, right, the starting point of a trend. I do not want to identify the middle of the trend or the end of the trend. I need to be aware of the starting point. Okay? Because to me, this is the holy grail. Now, I know a lot of you guys out there, you're still stuck on your garbage charts, your cluttered charts, your confusing indicators. A lot of you guys got your heads chopped off this week, even though this was probably one of the best weeks for trading. Okay, all I can really tell you is you've got to take action. I believe in something called TMA, take massive action. If you're getting your face chopped off on these garbage indicator charts, then it really might be time for you to look at something else, right? Something that makes sense, something that's easy to understand, and more importantly, something that has a very clear implementation on risk management. There's nothing more important, folks, than understanding what is the risk on every trade that you take, okay, and really developing your skill of identifying high probability setups. Speaking of, all right, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to hit you guys with some solid gold. All right, if you have a piece of paper and a pen, grab it, because I'm going to show you a super simple way for all you guys out there. All right, I'm going to show you how to potentially identify the starting point of a trend and hopefully capture a huge move in the market like we did today. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do, folks, is I'm going to open up another chart. This is my slave chart, aka the smaller time frame chart. I have these two charts open 24 hours a day. It's a must for me. Okay, so let me just set this up for you again. Here is the master chart. In fact, just indulge me a second while I clean up the chart a little bit. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and label this one. This is our master chart. You with me? And I've got another chart open here that is our slave chart. Okay, now when I come to my computer in the morning, I want to see what direction is the vol showing me. Are we red or are we green? And right over here, okay, when the market opens, we're green. Makes sense? So all I do, folks, is I jump over to my slave, and I've labeled this here for you. See this? This is when the market opens, but we are now in the slave chart. When I say market opens green, what I mean by that is we are green on the master. You guys with me? All right, this should not be complicated. If you guys find this confusing, drop me a comment below and I'll do my best to answer your question. But this is not brain surgery, folks. All right, this is simply green and red following along with a higher time frame chart. Makes sense? Now watch this, folks. Once we're on the slave chart, once we know our trading bias, which as you can see here, we're only paying attention to greens. All right, look at this. I'm going to blow your mind right now. If we're only looking for greens, right, what we're going to do then is we're going to ignore any reds. Don't care about that red. Don't care about that red, right? I'm only looking for greens. You understand what I'm saying? And when it's green, here, let me zoom in here for a second, okay? When it's green, I want to be even more strict. You understand? I want to be able to qualify my entry and look for very low risk, high probability setups, in my opinion. You guys know how I do that, right? I like to look for the retracement. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, that was it. That was the entire system explained to you in what? A couple of minutes, right? Now, there's no doubt that there were other retracements today. Like, here's another one right there. Here's another one right there. Here's another one right there. But ideally, folks, you guys know this, right? If you take the first one and you're already in a trade and you get other, retracements, I think it's probably okay to ignore them. Right? But this is the anatomy, folks, from A to Z on how to look for extremely high probability setups. Now remember, there is no guarantee in the market. You take a certain amount of risk on every trade that you open. But what I'm saying to you guys is use some common sense, right? Use a system or deploy a system that is easy on the eyes, it's color-coded, and more importantly, it does not look like this. All right, all you guys that are still stuck on this, I mean, look, there's a certain amount of you guys that will never give up your garbage indicator charts, right? And I hate to say it, but, these type of people, they're never going to find any success, man. I hate to say that, but it's true because it takes a certain amount of desire and commitment to want to be better at trading and make the decision to use a professional chart display, right? Anyway, folks, if I squish this in, I mean, let's just take a look at all the setups from today. All right, so the entry happens here. I want to place my stop loss maybe a couple of points. All right, if you're on a smaller chart, I don't use ticks. I like to use points on the smaller charts. I want to place my stop loss a couple of points underneath this entry bar's low. You guys with me? And you can see here the market just rips for 100 ticks immediately in your favor. Comes back a little bit, comes super close to the stop loss, but it does not get taken out. And you guys know the rest of the story, right? The market does nothing but go straight up for a shocking 500 tick potential move. Okay, and you know what's funny? You could have really taken any retracement on the greens, right? Remember, folks, we are not paying attention to any red. We're going to ignore that red. We're going to ignore that red too, right? We're only looking for greens. Now, you know what's funny? We could have taken any retracement. There's a retracement right there, right? You guys would agree. There's also another retracement right there. Folks, do not doubt the power of a retracement, man. Okay, because this pattern shows up every single day, and the duration of this move, all right, on the slave chart was also visually represented here on the master chart, right? You can just clearly see this thing just takes off and the vol is green the entire way. Now look, you can also trade off of the master chart. We get a couple of nice retracements right there, but I feel like on the NASDAQ, you got to be a little bit more surgical with your entries. You know what I'm saying? I like to split mine up into 2 charts, sometimes even 3 charts. But look, I have a lot of customers who just simply trade off of the master chart, and these people are very, very good at risk management, and they're absolutely killing it with this volume indicator. So again, congrats to all my new customers, especially those you guys that I onboarded just this previous weekend. I'm glad you had a very strong day today, and I can't wait to see what this market does tomorrow. Guys, that'll do it for this video. If you'd like to get your hands on this powerful volume indicator, then get in touch, call, text, email, whatever's convenient, and I'd be happy to hook you up with a free one-on-one demo, really show you how this volume indicator is going to supercharge your trading. Guys, thanks for watching this video, and I'll see you on the next trade.